when I first got the news about Lenny Wilkens, that he had passed away, it seemed kind of surreal to me. Because even though, I haven't thought about Lenny and probably since he retired, and when I first started playing basketball, there were two people that I tried to emulate, or everybody has that basketball player that you, or athlete that you want to be, quote unquote, be like Mike. And mine were Oscar Robertson and Lenny Wilkens. I just felt like those were two, the way they played, the way they handled themselves, their demeanor, their whole attitude was something that I felt like I wanted to reflect when I played, and the kind of person I wanted to be as an athlete. And I followed Lenny Wilkens' career through the Supersonics, through when he played for Portland, he was at Cleveland for a while. I mean, all through his playing career, like I did Oscar's. And then when he got on the bench, you just knew he was going to be a good coach. He had his mentality, his soft-spokenness, but he was soft-spoken, but he was still intense, which was something that impressed me about him too. Well-liked by everybody in the league, well-liked by everybody he coached. I mean, you can look up his accomplishments, of course, and the things he did, but just as a human being, he was a great person. The other thing I liked about him is that he was maybe a little ahead of his time, but right at the right time on his whole understanding. His basketball, quote unquote, IQ was so high. His understanding of the game, the different nuances that he brought to the game, both as a player and especially as a coach, were huge. But I think all of it was bottled into who he was as a human being, who he was as a person. You could trust him, you could believe in him, and you always knew that he had your back and that he supported you. And that was so obvious in everything he did with the relationships he had with his teams and his players and his teammates. So, could go on, but there's no reason to. Everybody knows about Lenny Wilkens. It was in where I started, it was a surreal thing to hear about him passing. But all I can say is, it was a blessing to have been around and been able to see him, and that he rest in peace. It's well deserved, and he will be always remembered. So.
You still on mute, Devon?
Oh, there we go. Thank y'all. I was on mute trying to do everything else. That's Coach. Thank you for those kind words about Lenny Wilkens. I think that's the proper way to end the show. It felt like someone that I know for me, I admired watching, and also part of the coaching fraternity that you're part of too. Like that's a really important aspect of it. So please check us out, Real Sports Guys, on all platforms. We got a lot of stuff going on. We are also on Fanbase. If you have an opportunity to get on there, check us out. We're gonna have some really good content, particularly as we start to get into the Mile Invitational. So if you have a chance to check us out on that. But you can also catch our audio on Spotify or any other platforms that you listen to it. And we look forward to the next time we can get in the ring with you and do this stuff with you. And Coach and Darnell, y'all both have a blessed day. And we will see y'all on the other side.
hard working, dedicated. Would like to dedicate this to those who never hate it. Can't nothing hold us down, can always go another round. Welcome to the underground, real sports, we're real sports guys. It's a flex that had his mindset, ready for whatever grind next. My mindset, working with the time left, hard working, dedicated. Would like to dedicate this to those who never hate it. Can't nothing hold us down, can always go another round. Welcome to the underground, real sports, we're real sports guys.